Hello and welcome to Rhyme Time and Woodley's YouTube channel. My name is Kim and I'm the manager at Woodley's Parkdale Nursery. Today in our third video we'll be talking about 6 top tips for transitioning back to work. Top transitioning tip number 1. Location of setting. Consider the location of the nursery that you're choosing. Look at the location to whether it's close to home or close to work. Having a setting far from home can have an impact on whether a child will fall asleep on the way home after a busy day at nursery. This can obviously throw the bedtime routine, which then importantly can have a knock-on effect on the next day. Top transitioning tip number 2. Selecting what is right for you. Look at the setting and what it has to offer. I know more importantly for myself, I like my child to have a separate sleep room so that they have that much needed sleep during the day. Also look at the menus, whether they have healthy food in a setting. A lot is cooked on the premises. Look at whether they have an outside area. I think it's quite important for settings to have individual areas for the groups of children, because obviously it's a big age gap from 3 months to 5 years. Look at the staff in the setting. I do believe that happy staff equals happy children. Okay. Top transitioning tip number 3. Preparations for visits. Go prepared when visiting settings. I would recommend to always ask the same questions at every setting so that you can get a comparison to the settings that you are visiting. Some questions I would use are what the settling in procedure would be for your child, also what parental relationship they would have, so whether they have monthly events for parents to come in, parents' evening. Ask if they have a set routine, whether your child has to follow the routine of the nursery or if they will follow the routine that you have at home. Also look at the potty training procedure to see what help and support that they would give you. Also ask about menus, what food, snacks are also provided, whether they provide formula milk as well. Also ask about the security policy and safeguarding policy. Transitioning tip number 4. 2+ and 3-year funding. I would also advise looking at funding at an early age is very important. Every setting does funding very differently. It's a key point to look at when going to have a look around. You can never be too prepared. Organising this now at an early stage can prevent problems in the future. Top transitioning tip number 5. The kit days. Kit days are very useful for transitioning back to work. It helps settle yourself back into work and also your child into nursery. It helps the child settle into the nursery. I think if you're going to work for a few hours, then it's handy for the child just to be in nursery for a few hours before they go on to the longer days that they may be having. If it's done in small steps for children, it doesn't feel like such a long time to be left for the whole day. I think just a morning session does work and it helps with the transition into nursery. When you're at work, call the nursery as many times as you want. This will be very reassuring to know that your child is happy and settled in the nursery when you are at work. Top transitioning tip number 6. Embracing nursery life. Look at the routine of your baby. Once you've selected a nursery, ask what their routine is at nursery so that you can perhaps continue to do the routines that the child would have at nursery and at home. At nursery, your child will come into contact with different faces. So I would definitely suggest that it would be worth your child spending a little bit more time with aunties, uncle, grandparents. So when they do start nursery, the transition is easier because they've already gained the skills to separate from their main carer. Be as involved as you want to be. Ask whether they have any open days, stay in play sessions, or generally if you can go and have a visit and a little play, just so that the child and yourself can get to know the key people in the room. Enjoy the experience, but do remember to take tissues with you on their first day. Thanks for watching, and I hope that this video will help ease your transition back to work. Please like, comment and share below, and let us know how you get on.